Travelers have been left stranded at the Groblersbridge port of entry in Limpopo following flooding that has led to the BMA halting operation at this port of entry. It's actually one of 3 in the province that connects South Africa and Botswana that are fully flooded, with buildings half partially submerged in water, and where BMA has had to move some of its staffers to other ports of entry. Travelers, however, also need to travel to other further areas in order to reach their destination. Such a traveler is Kensani Chauke, who was traveling from Botswana. Let me bring her in to speak about her story. Sis Kensani, thank you so much. Where are you traveling from? Where were you going, and how have you been affected by finding this port of entry closed?
I was coming from Soshanguve, going to Botswana, but now finding out the border gate does not work. It affects us a lot because of now I have to cost another petrol for my distance, because now I cannot pass to Slivepigwe. I have to go to Slivepigwe, and this Matisdrift border gate is a shortcut for me when I'm coming from Pretoria.
You were not even aware of the alternative routes. When we met, you were inquiring, how should I go? What do you think of this process of trying to figure out how to move from here?
I think they were supposed to notify us on the GPS, because we asked from the GPS and it says it's working, but now we find it's been closed. It means they cost us a lot.
Thank you so much, Sis Kensani. That's Kensani Chauke, who was traveling to Botswana as part of her work as a traditional healer. But let me bring in the BMA to speak more about the impact of this closure. Mr. Mutebele, who happens to be the acting port manager. Thank you so much for your time, sir. I see businesses, when we came here a few weeks ago, it was busy, people buying, but business operations seems to have halted. How big is the impact of this closure?
Thanks very much. The suspension of the port operations is not only affecting our port users, and then also affecting the business community within this area, starting from the nearest village, Sifitlogo village, Tumberge, NTK, until to the port. All of us were affected by the suspension of the operation at the port of entry. You can see, yes, at the back here, our people from the nearest village, they used to sell some other food to the truck drivers, to the travelers here, but you can see by yourself at the back, today they are not here because of the suspension of the operation of the port. It's not only affecting us, and then also the business community within this area of Lephalale.
I'm sure BMA is committed to ensuring that these businesses are able to resume as early as possible as part of your commitment to growing the economy in this area. Is there any commitment in terms of how soon we might see these operations resuming?
It's very difficult to predict when are we going to resume with the operations, because remember, we have to allow the assessment team to come and assess the damage caused by the floods, and then also the assessment team from Sanral, they have to come and assess the bridge, whether the bridge will be able to carry, the cargo, to use the same bridge, because that bridge was built in 1936. So it's too difficult for us as a BMA to predict when will be resume the operations. But for now, in terms of clearing of cargo, we have diverted some of the cargo to go to northwest border posts, namely Skelpatsek, Kopfontein, and then also Ramataba from Limpopo province. Remember, Beit Bridge is still operational, it's not affected by the floods. We are diverting some other transporters to use the same port. And then in terms of the travelers, the only port which is operational here in Limpopo to Botswana is only Platjane. So it's nearly 120 kilometers from here at Groblersbridge. So we are advising our travelers to use the same port of Platjane to go through to Botswana.
Talking about advising, we have a traveler here, Sis Kensani. She's had to get here. Let's talk about the BMA's communication tools to ensure that people are aware, go to Platjane, don't come here. How is it going? This is day 2 since the closure, and people are still a little bit confused. How is BMA conveying the message to travelers?
As a BMA, and then and then also together on the ground here, together with our Botswana counterparts. Botswana, they've issued the statement yesterday. Our Commissioner, Dr. Michael Masiapato, as well as yesterday issued an official communique to inform all the public to say, remember, note that Groblersbridge operation are currently suspended, and then Stockpoort operation suspended. So we have advised our travelers and transporters to use other alternative ports of entry, of which is Stockpoort, Ramatabama, Kopfontein, Beitbridge. And then for travelers, yes, they can go through what you call Platjan border post. Botswana, together with our counterparts Botswana, yes, we've agreed to say we suspend the operations, but we've issued the the official communique to inform the travelers, the public, to say they can use those ports to go through to Botswana and South Africa.